Hello and welcome to another sit down video. As I went to go and get changed about half an hour ago, it was chucking it down, miserable, not giving June summer 2024. So I am wearing all black, which is kind of like I'm in mourning because the summer is not here. Well, I've come downstairs and apparently the summer is here. So we're just gonna still roll with the black aesthetic look because there's no way I'm going back upstairs and getting changed. So this one is going to be a little bit different and probably not necessarily for everyone. This is about my dermal filler journey. So I think it makes sense to just give you a little bit of a rundown of what I've had over the past 4 years. I have had cheek filler, nose filler, I've had my smile lines done, I've had my jawline and my chin done, and I've had my lips done. I have absolutely loved it over the last couple of years, but I am now an almost 32-year-old lady. I have also lost roughly around 20 kilograms in the last 13-ish months, intentionally but also unintentionally, because I had a really bad year last year with my health and all my chronic ailments giving me jip. Not ideal, not fun, but with that it has changed my face shape, my body shape obviously, which is a given when losing that significant amount of weight, but for the most part I have noticed my face. I will say that my cheek filler, nose filler, lip filler, it has, whenever I've had it, roughly lasts maybe around 2 years. I haven't had cheek, nose or lip filler done in over 2 years, maybe longer, probably longer. Yeah, I haven't had any aesthetic treatments done in the last 2 years actually. Oh, so maybe I only had aesthetic treatments in 2020 and 2021 and a bit of 22. Let's just say it's been a while, but what has decided to stick around has definitely been my jaw and chin filler, which has made me look a little bit lopsided, and I was kind of holding out for it to just naturally dissolve, but definitely over the last year it has not budged, and I have been moaning about I need to get this dissolved, I need to get this dissolved. And yeah, I've had the odd few people just like, just hang on, like I'm sure it'll dissolve and it'll sort itself out. I've also had Botox in my chin to stop my chin curling up, because a big bugbear I had was whenever I would smile, you can't see it now because this is actually my face after all the dissolving has happened, spoiler alert, but I would smile and my chin would curl up just from how much filler I had in my chin. So the Botox did help with the muscle here because the muscle then wouldn't move and curl up. The movement had gone. So that was amazing, but I didn't want to have Botox every 4 months, every 6 months. I mean, it's supposed to be every 6 months, but it was wearing off every 3 months. So within the last month and a bit, I made the executive decision to go and see Tom at the aesthetic rooms and have it all dissolved. This was a big decision and not one you should take lightly, because it's all very well having filler, knowing that, well, if I don't like it, I can get it dissolved. Well, it's not actually as simple as that. First of all, there are risks that come with having your filler dissolved, such as anaphylaxis. You'll very quickly learn how difficult I find relaying information. So bear with me and humour me. So you do actually have to have a patch test done to see whether you get a reaction. And if you do have a reaction, I don't actually know how you would have filler dissolved. I genuinely don't. I didn't have to ask that question because I didn't have a reaction. So with dissolving in mind, I think it would make sense to just do a little disclaimer here of, if you are thinking of having any aesthetic treatment done with dermal filler, please just have a jolly good think about it and research your aesthetic practitioner, look at the risks, look at the pre and post care, like just bear everything in mind, because I see far too many people these days go off and have these treatments, and I'm seeing more unhappy people than happy people after the treatments. I don't know whether sometimes that's just social media doing its thing and sharing the bad rather than the good, but I just think it's important that when you are having something that is semi-invasive done that can adjust how you look, I think it's important to not rush into decisions like that. I don't regret anything that I've had done. It's brought me joy, the treatments that I've had done. I really liked how I looked back then, but now being a 32 almost year old lady, it's just not what I'm buzzed about anymore. I feel more passionate about skincare, aging as gracefully as possible, and just trying to embrace who I am, what features I have, and owning it, I suppose. And I'm sure that's just kind of come with therapy too. Therapy has been great this last year. So on that note, let's crack on with the video. The most important disclaimer I should have said at the very beginning of this video is that this is about me having my filler dissolved. So there will be clips of needles, injection points, blood, not the most prettiest of things, but if that is not for you and makes you a wee bit squeamish, I would advise to not watch the rest of the video or skip to the very end. I will be adding in chapters, but I don't know how much that's going to avoid certain clips, so please bear in mind what you might expect. I'm really sorry. Thank you, bye. So this is me without any makeup on. I mean, I don't think that with or without makeup is going to really look any different, but it's just like for bruising purposes, swelling and everything like that. Sometimes, obviously, makeup can mask bruising. Can't mask swelling though, I'm sure. But I just wanted to be, document it and be as transparent as possible. So, yes. I don't think it looks bad at all. Even some of the before photos that I've taken at different angles, I'm like, oh, this doesn't actually look that bad. But at the same time, it's not necessarily about how it looks, it's how it feels. Like even, I don't know, I just feel very like, do you know what I feel like? Quite puppety. I don't know. But yeah, there's a big bit there I can kind of feel. Yeah, not looking forward to the mini jowls coming back, but this is a good decision. I'm making a good decision. I am now ready to go and I'm nervous, but it's fine. There was something when I was like doing my skincare and put my makeup on, which I probably, again, just shouldn't have done because that's all gonna go, it's fine. I did a fill on, like, you know when you're really, really happy and you smile? And I'm just kind of like, I hate that, but not that I hate that, but I hate how I look when I'm like really, really smiling. It just really protrudes. And it feels like it's really just like whoosh. I don't know, it's such an odd face to pull, but yeah, I didn't know whether I was kind of like showing that well enough earlier. Let's go get rid of this snatched jawline. Oh dear. So remember when I said that some people can be allergic to hyaluronidase? Well, this is the test that they do to see whether you have a reaction or not. One side is injected with saline and the other side is injected with hyaluronidase. Now let's talk about numbing cream whilst Tom is wiping this off my face. I don't actually feel like numbing cream is necessarily needed when you are using their technique of a cannula. With a cannula, you make an injection point site with a little needle and then thread through a cannula which deposits the hyaluronidase for this particular treatment. And you honestly can barely feel a thing. Whether that is obviously the numbing cream or not, I feel that my experience with a cannula is next to nothing. It really is painless. Anyway, as you can see here, Tom is trying to mark out where he needs to attack the filler, where he needs to break it down, and where I have the most clumps, which is why the cannula is going to work so well, as it's going to get to the root of where the filler has been placed. I did have some bulky bits behind the back of my jaw, and I did have a lump underneath my chin.
So just come towards me.
Yeah, that side.
Okay. So I'm just going to make an entry point to make sure I've got the... So we're going to have to start here. Well done, well done. A little bit of tension. Really nice steps there.
Oh, I'm so brave.
How are you feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm right.
You are so brave. Let me just give a massage here. Let's see. Just come away from me slightly. Just have to, unfortunately, just change the direction to go forwards. Sharp scratch. Well done. And then we're just going to have to come deeper towards the... Okay.
Oh, I felt so weird.
In the chin, because it's
Yeah.
a tight space, and we're going slightly deeper beneath the muscle.
I remember bruising so badly with my chin once.
Okay, so I need to get to that angle. So get from about here. Okay, so sharp scratch coming up. Well done. Okay, so just changing the direction of this hole. Well done. You say you haven't got any pain threshold at all. You're doing.
That's the only thing that I would say.
So well. You're doing so well. In the superficial plane means we can.
Looks worse than what it actually is, but that is session 1 done. And as you can see here, Tom is wonderfully massaging my face to make sure that the hyaluronidase does the best job that it possibly can and starts to break down that hyaluronic acid, which is dermal filler. Oh my God, I'm so brave. Like, I full on put my big girl pants on today. I'm gonna do a proper doodah when I'm at home because it's been raining now and now it's really sunny and this reflection isn't working for me, but he just made me feel really comfortable. And I'm so used to women and we're like nattering away about girly things, but he was fantastic. He just made me feel really comfortable, have a little gossip. That was good. I'm so excited. I do look like I've been butchered, but like I can already see it going down. I'm just so excited. So it has been about an hour. I feel like my chin is going to take a little while, but I can already feel like it's gone. It's gone from the back bit here. There is something that he mentioned, that Tom mentioned, about elasticity. So where obviously my skin is somewhat, I don't know, stretched, or the hyaluronidase. I'm calling it hyaluronidase. I don't know whether there's any other lays that do... dissolves filler, but that's what I've known it as. That going in and maybe stretching your skin and then it dissolving. So I'm quite, can you see, I'm quite watery. I don't know, springy. But oh my God, it didn't hurt. What I might say is that if you are getting, I don't think it's going to work for lips per se, but if you are getting cheeks dissolved or nose, probably not nose, any area around here dissolved, go dermaplane your face. I don't know whether this is something that might help, but I dermaplaned my face at the weekend, and I think that the numbing cream absorbed into my skin really, really well, as has all of my skincare products. So I love dermaplaning. So we are now looking at 24 hours post filler dissolving, and there's definitely bruising, and I notice a huge difference. I feel like my face has now become more of like a heart-shaped rather than very like angulated. I do feel like there is a lot to go here, but around where there's bruising, like I can feel my bone now rather than filler over the top of it, which is a really nice feeling. And I kind of go like that, there's no ridge there either. We are on day Have I done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? So we are on day 5. I've given it a couple of days because nothing has really happened. No further dissolving I feel has happened, but the only thing I have noticed is that swelling, bruising, and like tenderness has gone. So where I could kind of touch it and be like, oh yeah, still feels a bit tender, that is all gone. I can literally just, yeah, it's very like solid now. I definitely do agree another session is needed, mainly more in my chin. I can feel if I, not sure you can see, if I yearn, there's a lump there, but I think Tom only really went, obviously he went in with a cannula here and then through there as well, but I don't think he went too underneath. I think this is just gonna need like needles, I'm assuming. I don't think I look odd, but I definitely look more like less blocky and more, I think I look more feminine. I know that having a sharp jawline is trendy and desired, but I think for my actual natural face shape, I am really happy. I do feel more, it's just softer. So it's been 3 weeks since I've had my filler dissolved, and I've definitely noticed that it hasn't all gone, but I was prepping for the fact that it wasn't going to take one session. For me right now, what I can feel is a bit of a lump underneath my chin, and I don't know whether there is a bunch at the fat, I don't know whether this is like a fatty, we'll find out today.
Got a podgy chin.
Podgy chin. I don't know if that's normal anymore, but I've been playing around with my face, not actually knowing what it's felt like for a couple of years now, that everything feels, well, I don't know how it's supposed to feel or look. So what I am really chuffed about is that I can feel my own jawline and the structure of my jawline without it being covered by filler, and I just basically want to feel the same, or know that I'm feeling the same. So that's what we're going to find out today, where we're at, what section needs to be dealt with. The jaw may not have fully gone and I just can't feel some bits. So yeah, basically today Tom's going to feel my face and we're going to see where to go from here.
Just clench your jaw and relax. Yeah, so there were big blocks of filler here that's gone, and I could really feel, just relax your jaw totally now. And there's like, you know, nice big sausages along there and there, and they're gone now. But before, because I did go into the chin as well, but there now, as you say, it's much easier to differentiate what's happening in the chin.
So this isn't a fatty pouch.
So the thing with the chin is that there is a muscle. So there's fat pads and fat layers everywhere, but there's a muscle called your mentalis muscle across here.
Yeah.
But the chin is quite a tight space, but you can see the shape coming round here. Now, I've seen photos, I think, of what you looked like before, but to me, that chin looks like it's kind of got filler in here and also coming up to this area here.
I'm convinced it doesn't look right.
No, yeah.
But it's been so long.
I'd agree. Just tense your chin again like that for me.
Don't know how to tense.
But, you know, you're doing right. You're doing fine. Yeah, I think what we need to do now is, rather than with the cannula, because I came in with the cannula,
it's needles now,
what we do is needles kind of coming down to the bone along here.
Yeah.
Because
that's how it went in originally.
Yeah.
Amazing. So it is now, if calculations are correct, 3 weeks post having everything dissolved, and today is going to be round 2. I am so pleased, as I keep saying, that my jaw has been wonderfully dissolved. When I had my consultation with Tom last week, he couldn't feel anything. It looks like it is all successfully dissolved. Our big issue is the whopper of the chin, and it is very much more noticeable now that this has gone down, which I was kind of aware of. I'm just excited that today we're going to hopefully get rid of it. And I'm fingers crossed hoping that we're not going to need another session. It is very, very noduly underneath here, but this type of filler is just like replicating bone, so that's as to be expected. So we're going to focus on this area, which will be needle and not cannula.
Talking about getting your face completely filled up.
Yeah, I love it. And then to add on top of it all, we are going to dissolve my lips. We don't think there's hardly anything there. It's just when you push it up, there is a little bit of migration, or there is just filler that's gone above the wet dry border. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to say the right wording here, but it is creeping up, which is probably what's giving me a bit of a complex about a moustache, even though there's like next to no hair there. But I do get melasma in the summer there, so that's not fun. Back at it again with the wonderful numbing cream, chin and lips. I'm sure it's just protocol at this point, but better to be safe than sorry. So we're just going to check to see if I get a reaction to the hyaluronidase. Oh yeah, that's well numb.
Good, that's what we want. Just open slightly. Thank you. Oh, sorry. You okay?
You inhale it.
Sorry.
Crikey, look at that Johnny Bravo chin. I cannot wait to see this gone. Obviously, it's already gone now, spoiler alert. Yeah, she was stubborn. She was really stubborn. But yeah, we have Tom here marking up where he plans to inject and where there are clumps of filler.
Sharp scratch. Well done. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Another sharp scratch. Right down to the bone. And what I'm doing is I'm doing retrograde injections, so I'm keeping a little bit of pressure on the plunger as I pull out, just in case there's a bit of filler that's not quite down on the bone. Feeling okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
There you go.
But no, that was fine. It is so similar to having filler done in the sense that like the crackling.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, it's a disconcerting feeling in the chin, isn't it? Okay, that's the chin done now. Let's give that another massage.
God, that felt like it was like down there.
So odd, isn't it? If you catch a little bit of of a nerve or anything like that, then it can give that kind of referred feeling. Yeah, we've got to remember we've put in, a few mils of saline there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whilst that will disperse, it's gonna...
I think it's the numbing as well.
Yeah. Just turn away from me very slightly. So, migration right there.
I absolutely hate needles in my lips. Love how it looks afterwards, but my lord, I hate the feeling. It's so tender, it stings, it's spicy. There's no enjoyment at all having your lips done. So having filler dissolved, yeah, not fun, not enjoyable. But obviously the whole point of getting it done was great, and I am very happy. But I don't get why these clips aren't showing how much I was wincing and the tears that were coming down my eyes. I remember it being very traumatic, laying there having this done. But no, I look like a big brave gal. So I am back and battered and bruised, but for all good purposes, for all good reasons. But yeah, there was a little bit of migration. So he's gone in all up here. There was a bit down here, I think. Try not to touch myself because I have been injected, but I think it's just going to be a little bit of a waiting game whilst the hyaluronidase breaks down the filler. This is quite a look. I'm hoping that I'll never have to do this again. But yeah, getting back to the drawing board has been quite a journey. So I have got my appointment with Tom. I have put a little bit of makeup on, but I think I just want to see what he thinks and whether he can feel something that maybe I can't feel. But ultimately, even if there was something still in there, I look so much better. I feel more confident anyway. I look more like me. Fantastic. Probably better here, really. I'm now with Tom, and he's really happy as much as obviously I am happy.
Yeah.
But you can't feel anything?
I can't feel anything, so just feeling along the jaw. You can just see with the chin, the bulkiness of the chin was pronounced after we'd dissolved the jaw, wasn't it? So, and there's nothing in there.
I cannot wait to show you the photos of you can see the jaw has gone, but
Yeah.
the chin is still there.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
And now God,
But
yeah.
after the second session,
Yeah, exactly.
it's just like...
Exactly.
all
And
makes sense.
the ridge above the lip here, I mean, there's no filler left in there. And there is also a bit of a bulge coming down here, which is gone below the lower lip. I mean, your lips are just such a lovely natural shape as they are. You don't need any filler in those, you know. You might want it, and we can discuss it. That's something to discuss, but it looks great. I'm super happy with that, and I can't feel any more filler there at all.
Amazing.
And even if there was a tiny amount, it wouldn't be worth dissolving because you can't see it.
No.
But I can't feel any lumps or bumps or
But don't you
anything
think it's like so much softer? That was the big thing.
Well, this is it, because you've got quite high arched cheekbones, and a nice thick natural thing on the female face is from the kind of this point here, malar point here, which is the widest point of the mid face. You want really about 1.6 to a 1 jaw ratio, so it's really important that the gonial angle, the corner of the jaw for you, for the female face, is slimmer. And when you had the jaw filler, it had brought it out, so it was more kind of square boxy face. And now you've got that nice feminine curve because you've got such lovely high arched cheekbones. It just shows those off even more as well with having dissolved the filler.
It was so funny because I did the intro for the video.
Yeah.
And then it goes to like the first clip, like before coming here.
Yeah.
So on that note, Tom's happy, I'm happy. This is Tom, by the way.
Hello, everyone.
So if you are in Norwich, or you're not in Norwich and you want to get your filler dissolved or anything else done, come and see Tom. He's done such an amazing job, and I'm just so happy. I feel like more like myself.
Oh, well,
as already said.
That is the aim. To feel like yourself is everything. I offer free consultations as well, so
which
come say
I've
hello.
used and abused.
You know, so come say hello, and making people such as Grace happy and feel themselves is exactly what I'm all about. So
amazing.
Great. I'm so happy you're happy.
I'm so pleased. And that concludes my dermal filler dissolving journey. Big thanks to Tom for making this possible and actually getting rid of all of it, because the fear was there. I was like, this isn't gonna budge. This is like me for the rest of my life. But that is just me spiraling. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. I hope it kind of gave you an insight as to what is involved when it comes to dissolving filler. I hope it also makes people stop and think when it comes to having aesthetic treatments. Do you actually really want to get it done? What is actually involved? Rather than going ahead on a whim and getting it done. Because as you've seen, the dissolving process isn't quite as simple. But I am so thankful that I was able to have all my filler gone. I am now filler free, and to have this as my end result, I am just so over the moon. Like, this is my actual face. And I didn't think my face looked horrendous or bad originally with all the filler in it, but until I got to this point, it made me realise how it did actually distort my facial structure. I am probably just repeating myself now, but I just find that my facial structure is just so much softer, a lot more feminine. I don't feel as boxy. I just feel very balanced, and I am so pleased with my side profile. I feel like it is a lot softer and balanced. And guys, the Johnny Bravo chin has gone. If you have or are about to go through a filler dissolving journey, I would absolutely love to hear about what you've gone through. I hope that this video has given a bit of information or was at least a bit interesting. I am mega nosy, so do feel free to start a bit of a dialogue down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like. Feel free to subscribe. I will see you on Sunday for a vlog. Bye.